What's up, guys? Good morning. So starting off today's video simple, just picked up a couple parts to finish off. Well, to start rebuilding the brake calipers, I just got the pads and the hardware and a couple other material that we need. Let's get to the shop and start working on them.
So I want to start working on the calipers.
Alright, so pretty much I got all the stuff to rebuild them. So I'm gonna start getting to it, give them a little quick wash, start taking them apart and start prepping them, to get some paint laid down them, and probably have at least one caliper done today. So there we have it. Calipers are going to be rebuilt. The gaskets, the brake pads, Brembos, and all the hardware, and the new decals. So let's get to washing them, taking them apart, and start the rebuild process. These were so hard to pull out. They were seized as fuck. Everything is gone. It's worn out. It's old. It's trashy. So using the little punch worked just to push them out a bit. But I had to hit them up a bit right here, just to be able to slip the punch in. Once I got out just a little bit, I was able to use these vice grips. Just pull them out. That was pretty much it. So, old hardware, old pads, everything is out. So now, time to wash these, get them ready to tear them apart. So pretty much got them clean already. Calipers pretty clean. We got them and cleaned them up as best as we could. Now it's pretty much just to be able to work and handle it better without having to worry about getting so much dirt and grime. It's still a good amount of caked on brake dust that's been baked on it. But I mean, it's better than what it was. If we look at the other caliper, this is disgusting. Look at that. Not even rubbing it with a wet finger, it comes off. Had to scrape it with a wire brush. So we got that pretty much set, ready to go. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna start disassembling. So first thing, first order. So we're gonna start disassembling now. So first thing we're gonna do, pretty much pull out the pistons. And to do that, we're just gonna use some compressed air. Hit it, it's gonna push out the pistons, and let me show you guys how it's done. Alright, so got the hose ready. So now what we're gonna do, best thing, let's try hitting it through. What are we about doing here? Let's try hitting it through here first. And let's see if it's able to push out the pistons. If not, we'll just use one of the bleeder valves and just push them out from there. Alright, so before we get started, what we want to do is, if you still have the old brake pads, which I still do, you're going to put them in between the two pistons. So that way when they open up, they don't just shoot out and have something to cushion it. So, two brake pads, and just like that, just like that. Or you can also use a block of wood or something a little bit bigger. So, Brake pads are a little small. I'm gonna just put like a little piece of styrofoam in it. Actually, you know what? Let's just try it like that. So, you get your compressed air. And slowly. Alright, I don't know if you guys can see, but it's starting to open up. Let me bring you guys a little closer. Alright. Alright, so I don't know how well you guys can see the pistons, but I'm gonna right there. So I'm gonna give it some compressed air. This one popped out already. So one of the pistons is already out. So one piston is out. And we're spilling brake fluid all over the place. Alright, so let me try to get this piston out and we'll get back to, you know, working on the calipers. So I struggled quite a bit, honestly. But that's probably because this is my first time doing it. But yeah. So got both pistons out. So the issue I was having was that when I put pressure into the system, one piston would come out more than the other. So I kind of struggled. So what I tried doing was putting the piston that came out back in and seating it up, and what ended up happening was that the other piston that didn't come out came out and the other one stayed in. So what I ended up doing, just grabbed a little bit of leverage with the screwdriver and just pried it out slowly, and came out pretty easy. So now it does have brake fluid in the system, but what I'm gonna do now is start taking off all the banjo bolts and the bleeder valves to, you know, let it all drain out. So that way we can get one more cleaning and then tear it completely apart to start prepping it and sanding it for paint. Alright, so cleaned up, ready. So now what we need to do is look for the proper Allen key and throw them off, get it in two pieces, and keep going from there. So I just did like a whole explanation of what was going on, and I was not recording, so little recap. Couldn't pull them out with this one, so I pulled out the 1/2 inch. It's out, you know, just 4 of these. So now it's in 2 pieces. I'm gonna just pull these out so that way I can clean them up properly and, you know, get it all clean. I'll pull out the seals on the inside and just go as far as I can today because it is a little bit late today. So what I'm gonna probably do is just clean it and probably come back in tomorrow, which is Sunday, and get some paint on them. So let's get working. Got them off. I did have an issue with one and it did get a bit stripped, so I'm gonna try to source that. But other than that, pretty much of all of it in here, just gonna let it soak overnight with some degreaser, and just come back in tomorrow, finish cleaning it off, start sanding, and getting some paint on them. Let them soak here the night, and we'll continue on tomorrow. Try to get that one out and get a little replacement. But other than that, it's pretty much set. So we'll get to it back tomorrow. All right, what's up guys? Good morning. We're back at the shop, another day. So we left this soaking tonight and it doesn't look like it made a difference. So let's just hit them with some more degreaser, let them soak a bit and get back to it. So today pretty much what we're gonna do, finish them off, sand them down, start hitting them with paint. So let's get to it. So I want to clean up around the shop a bit, not around the shop, better said, I wanted to clean my workspace better, put away the tools I'm not gonna need anymore, since that won't be necessary for now. Just have these soaking up a bit. I'm gonna get to finish cleaning those off and start sanding them and throw some paint on them today. Have the back portion soaking. Inside I noticed that there was a little bit of a buildup, like I don't know how you would describe it. It was like some caked on buildup inside of the actual groove where the seal sits. So just letting that soak, but everything else is pretty much done. So I'll pull out my sandpaper now, start sanding down this one and take off all the stuff that's still built onto it. And then once this one is ready to finish off just cleaning, we'll sand that too. But let's get started with this one. I'll probably hit it with, I think we'll go with 400. Yeah, we'll go with some 400. I'm gonna take a moment and explain quickly what I'm doing. So right now, as I said, I'm only hitting it with the 320 grip. So what I'm doing is pretty much smoothing it out, and any imperfection that you feel with your hand, it's gonna show in the paint. I'm by no means a professional, and I'm gonna just hit it with some rattle can paint. But to get the best results, sand it down as smooth as you can, and the smoother the finish, the better the results come out. So a little trick I've learned from doing a couple projects already is that primer isn't really necessary when you already have existing paint. The actual paint, once it's properly scuffed and smoothed out, it actually works as a primer. So as you guys see, we actually have existing paint on this. So just a little bit of sanding, smoothing out all the imperfections like this right here. You can feel that right there. I don't know if you can hear that, but yeah, that's gonna show in the paint. I have the same issue right here, so sand it down a bit and smooth. So that's what we want to do. And then also another tip, to make your sandpaper last even longer, You know, you see it's starting to cake up in there, and sandpaper is, I don't know exactly what you would call it, but I guess kind of porous. So what you do, you take some compressed air, and you blow it. As you guys see, you know, cleans out. And with doing that, you know, you'll be able to use the sandpaper a little bit longer, and you know, get more use out of it. So, you know, let me keep going back at this. Still got a good amount to do. I haven't really done much of that in this portion right here, and if anything, just barely this. So let's get back to this, and we'll get back to you in a bit with the results. Focused all my energy mainly on the face. Everything's already sanded. It's pretty smooth. The back part, we still got some, you know, texture, but you know, it's not really gonna be visible. Actually, it's not gonna be visible at all. But the face, pretty much, like all this and the sides up here, pretty much as smooth as I could get it. Actually, it's really smooth. I don't feel any more imperfections. So set this aside. Then I'm gonna just sand this one down real quick. Since this one is the back part, you're not really gonna see it. You know, it's just gonna be like a light scuff, just so the paint adheres properly. I'm not gonna focus so much on getting the super smooth finish as I did right here, because you know that's not gonna be visible. The main part is this, so you know this is what really matters right here, the face of the caliper. So let me get back to this, and I'll get back with you guys. Other caliper is pretty much ready, so time to prep these. First of all, clean the area, wash my hands, you know, to make sure we don't contaminate again. We're gonna wash these and sit them out in the sun for a bit, you know, preheat them a bit. You know, I've noticed that when I heat up the surface that I'm gonna paint, you know, the paint usually adheres a little bit better. So I'm gonna wash these, get these ready, hang them up so they start painting. I have them hanging up now. So what I'm gonna do, just, you know, grab the heat gun, you know, hit it with some heat, and take it out to the sun, like somewhere over in that area, and we're gonna start painting them. So in case you were wondering why I didn't hit them with any like isopropyl alcohol or, you know, some like acetone, you know, give it a wipe. With the wash we did, it was the same result. So, you know, just washing them and heating them up should give you a really good, you know, surface to work on. So we are outside now. We're gonna start hitting them with paint. So I've had the can sitting out in the sun for a cool while. So, you know, the paint is hot. A lot of people use the hot water method. So, you know, you boil up some water, throw the cans in there for like a few minutes, like 5 minutes, and it helps build up the pressure. So that way, you know, the paint thins out a bit, and it helps pressurize it a bit more. So that way it flows out a little bit more evenly and more consistent. but you know, it's a pretty hot day out today, so just had them sitting out for a while, and you know, should be pretty much ready to start spraying. Alright, first light coat is set. I'm gonna let it dry a bit and come at it again with another coat. All right, so we hit them with a couple coats already. Just gonna let them dry out. Pretty glad with the results that we're getting. You know, like the back one, you know, I didn't go at it so much with the sanding and everything, so you know, you see little minor details, but that's not an issue. But the face, you know, came out perfect. Like it. So now I'm gonna let it sit out for a few minutes, and then I'm gonna place the decal and then hit it with some clear coat, and it should be pretty much set and done with this part, and you know, start getting them ready for the rebuild, putting the new seals in, and what would you call it, the pistons and everything, you know. So just let them dry out for a bit, put the decals on, and we should get ready. So these are the decals I'm gonna go with, these small ones right here. So I got these on Amazon, pretty cheap. It's supposedly a high temp resistant. So as you guys know, or if you don't know, well, now you'll know, the Brembos come with these mini decal. You know, it's a mini version of the whole Brembo logo, but I wanted to be taking my own like version and just getting these bigger ones, you know, just to sit it right there in the middle like that. I think that would look pretty cool. Check it out. There we go. Decals on. Let me know what you guys think. You guys like it? I think it's pretty cool. Alright. So now I'm gonna hit it with some clear. Seal it all up and it should be ready. Now we just let those dry off again, and they should be ready, and just put them back together. Just like that. Got the brake calipers looking nice. All new hardware, new Brembo pads. I realized that I never explained, so I picked these up online on eBay. They're from an Evo 8. Evo 8, Evo 9 is usually what it's like a direct bolt-on for the Mark III. And like if you look up on the forums, you know, it's a cheap brake kit,
along with the S500 AMG brakes. And yeah, so either way, you got a little bit of everything. You got some Euro, you got some JDM, you know, some American too. And but yeah, check them out. Looking crispy, nice. This is the second pair of the second caliper of the pair. So they're pretty much ready. They're dry. They've been drying all day. I'm gonna get these put back together. So you get your little casket. You get your little seals kit. You know, just open that up, and on each side there's 2 seals that you're gonna need. Let me show you. There's the internal seal, which is this simple O-ring. So that one goes on the inner groove of the caliper. And then you have the actual piston seal. This one, slides onto this part of the piston, the little groove. This way, you know, it slides in there and just seals on top on this part. So so to put it back together is pretty easy. Just clean off your piston really good. Make sure you don't have any debris, because you want, like, well, you don't want anything stuck in there. All right, clean out the groove. So you take a little bit of brake fluid in the cap, you grab your seal, a little bit of brake fluid, just lubricate it all. Rub the brake fluid all over it, and then just slide it in there. And just seat it. And that's pretty much it for installing that one. And just get a little bit more brake fluid and just lube up the cylinder. And now you grab your piston. Once it's all cleaned off, you get your seal. There's 2 sides. You want the flat side out. This is the inside. So what you're gonna do, grab the piston. What I like to do is slide the top, pull it, and pull it down a bit until it perfectly seals, and then push it back up. So that way you get that perfect seal. All right. Now once again, a little bit of brake fluid, lube up the piston. Sit it in there evenly. So once you have it sitting in there pretty evenly, you want to just give it a little push. And just like that, it should just slip in. Once it's slipped in, try not to get brake fluid on your fresh paint. Once it's slipped in, you just push the edges all the way around. Once it's all flat, you've rebuilt and resealed your caliper. And just do the same with this side, and you're pretty much ready to put it back together.